So we've been here for mashing for about 10 minutes, and I wanted to show you fermentation is so easy, a 4-year-old can do it. This is my oldest son Jacob, and he has been mashing Daikon for about 10 minutes. And Jacob, how you doing? You doing good there?
Yep.
Getting a little tired?
Nope.
You've been doing a lot of mashing. Fermentation and mashing, it builds up strong arms in kids and uses that energy that they all have that is boundless and puts it into something good. What I want you to see in this is that he's mashed it to a point where there's free liquid. See that? That's all from the Daikon. It didn't add anything. That about means that this is mashed. So this is about ready to go in.
Show me that free liquid again.
Just like that.
Aha, I see it.
See that in there?
Yep.
That's perfect. The boy's done a good job. And so we're going to add in some spices.
Cool.
That's about maybe half a teaspoon of allspice right there. And that's about a teaspoon or so of coriander seed. Now, if you don't feel like mashing it yourself in a mortar and pestle, you of course can buy actual mashed product. But as you can see, Jacob has been also mashing the allspice and the coriander seed very nicely. So now we're going to take this. We're going to add this into the mixture. Stir it up real quick. And we are almost done here. Okay, so now we're on the last part, and basically we're going to be giving the ferment its home. So we take the mason jar, and you don't have to use a mason jar. There's Hirsch crocks, there's all kinds of other things that you can use. I like this. It's very simple and it holds the product well. However, there's many options that you can use. However, we're using the ball jar for right now, so we just take it and we put it in. Oop, looks like we got a good deal here. And just shove it in there. We haven't been very gentle to it to this point. We're not going to start now.
Hey guys. Hey Mom, Dad.
So push it, shove it in there.
Because I did it really hard.
Yes, you did a good job in mashing it, Jacob. You are an awesome fermenter. Now, what I want to show you is something very important. If you notice, the level of the liquid is above the solids. You always want that. Anything that is above the solids is going to rot. You don't want rotting. We're not trying to rot food here. We're trying to ferment it. So you want it below. The lactobacilli are all going to be below the surface of the water. So now that it is filled up, we cover it up. And also, what's important, we've got about an inch and a half here on the above the top. So this is going to bubble like crazy. And so you want some space in here, because if you put it up too close to the top, it will actually spill over while it's fermenting. And I definitely suggest that you put this bottle somewhere into a glass casserole, because as Kathy has found out many times, I've placed a fermenting jar somewhere and it's just bubbled over and it's gotten all over counters and stuff, and she just
So that was my secondary containment idea.
Yes, that was her idea. So anyway, we're done now. You just take this, put it in an area where there's not much, if any, direct sunlight. Temperature wise, you want it to be between 65 to 80 degrees. You don't really want it to be below 65 degrees. It's not going to ferment quick enough. And if it doesn't ferment quick enough, something else can happen to it, i.e. mold or other bacteria. So 65 degrees is pretty much the lowest that you want it at. Once this is fermented, and we like to ferment this one for 2 to 4 weeks minimum, it's ready. And then you just put it in the fridge and eat out of it for as often as you want until it's gone. And the one thing to note about this Daikon recipe, it tastes great, but it can be really stinky. There's going to be a sulfur smell to it. If you get that sulfur smell, it's fine. It's good. It actually worked. But just so that you know it, if it doesn't smell all that great, there's nothing wrong with it. Well, anyway, Thank you so much for listening in to Ferment This. I'm Scott, the founder of Zuke Live Foods, and thank you so much, and ferment on. Take care. Bye.